We're going to see the operator, or we're just finishing? Oh, that's a really loop sound. Looks like we've just finished, so it's our turn next.
That was incredible.
Well, I'm impressed. I had no idea how much work they'd put into this.
Well, I have to confess, it's better than I'd anticipated.
That's going to be one tough act to follow. Can we really measure up?
Oh yeah. I mean, look at us. Look at Emma.
Now I'm not so sure. Are people really going to be into our songs after seeing a
So I've just
performance
noticed
like that?
Fee's bow.
Come on, don't start getting all wishy-washy on me now. If your rehearsals are anything to go by, you're gonna bring down the house.
You really think so?
She's right. We'll be fine.
Our concert packs more than enough impact. You just gotta believe.
This is no time to start doubting ourselves.
What more can we get?
Well, hopefully, all those practice sessions help us get it right when we're in the spotlight. As soon as Class 1 clears out their set and props, we need to start setting everything up.
Roger.
I'm so excited I could explode!
We're coming in.
Toa.
Toa?
Here to give a little comfort to the weary soldiers.
The door's still open.
I'll let you be.
Actually,
Coming in.
Of course.
Huh?
There's no way she wouldn't make an appearance.
It couldn't be.
Holy cow.
Angelica?
That outfit.
Looks like I made it just in time for the main event. Kinda disappointed I missed the operetta, though. Heard Class 1 was really on fire.
You made it!
Just barely.
But man, when did you get to be such a babe?
Well, a good suit and tie are more to my taste. But this was part of the deal I made with my dad to let me come. He said I could visit the festival if I agreed to meet a few prospective candidates for an arranged marriage. So, here I am, dress and all. You better get a good look now. Who knows when I'll wear something like this again.
Oh, just happened to be recording it.
Well, if that's your aim, you're certainly dressed for victory.
Yeah, but I think it might draw out your charm a little too well. Most normal people would take one look at you and think you're completely out of their league. You do look lovely, though.
Thanks, but honestly, I've got nothing on the rest of you fair maidens.
Ah! Angelica!
Nothing like the pure fresh scent of a woman. All I've had to look at since going back home is my dad's grumpy old face.
Good grief.
Well, I suppose some things never change.
Come on, Angie.
All right, I've got my fix. Time to move on to my little ladies. So warm, so soft.
That tickles! I should have seen this coming.
Angie, don't get too carried away. You do know they could file a sexual harassment claim, right?
It's good to have her back. I'm so glad she managed to make.
Looks like the winds are favoring us today.
I'm looking forward to your concert. Don't go getting yourselves too wound up. Just remember what you practice, put your all into it, and I'm sure the audience will be right there along with you.
Yeah, it's your time to shine.
Good luck out there.
I will do, Toa. Thank you.
Good.
Angelica as well. And there we go. I think this is going to be it. I'm going to mute my microphone for this.
Thank you for your patience, everyone. Next, our Academy's very first Class 7 is proud to present a concert.
That was fantastic. That was fun. A little bit of a letdown compared
That
to...
brings us to the end of Class 7's performance. Thank you. What?
Ladies and gents, you've been a wonderful crowd. And we've heard your cheers loud and clear. So without further ado, I give you our third and final song. Everyone, join in!
Well, that's a fantastic performance. I mean, I'm glad we had a vocal bit. Without that, I was a bit lacking, but enjoyable. Probably the worst concert scene I've seen in an anime or game like this. I said anime because that was basically an anime concert scene.
I'm exhausted. I'm hungry. I can't feel my feet. I guess that qualifies as a success then, right?
Well, the crowd sure seemed pretty enthusiastic.
As if I had the mental energy to care about what the crowd thought.
I suppose that's the difference between professional musicians and...
I don't think you guys need to worry.
I'll say. I guess your plan paid off then.
A sorry sight you lot are.
Oh, hey.
Patrick.
Oh, it's you.
Honestly, this is what bothers me. I know you're tired.
What concern?
At least you could let us bask in the afterglow of our performance before the moment fades.
Still, I gotta hand it to you guys. You really pulled out all the stops for that operetta.
It was really something. You could...
Great casting, too.
I wasn't sure what to expect, but
You did? Well, I can't say I'm surprised, though. Given the raw... Wait, are you mocking? If you're all languid and moping around, how do you show a little dignity?
what are you going...
Aha! We did it, didn't we?
Pulling that third song out of nowhere is hardly what I'd call fair play. You even had me singing along. I can't even consider our little wager still valid after that. Good.
Nicely said.
What was that all?
I'm not even sure.
Congrats, everyone! You...
Toa!
Huh? What brings you all here?
Is something wrong?
You guys are so worn down.
Remember a certain little poll where festival attend? Well, the result.
Oh,
We won.
now that you...
We were so busy,
So wait,
They just finished counting up all the votes from the good numbers all around. The classes 1 and 7 were the clear favorite.
And this year's winner, with 1,512, is... Oh!
Well...
Oh, come on. That's all the enthusiasm.
Well, after seeing all the other attractions for myself...
For what it's worth, my brother and Charles seem to have had...
Mishy Panic was an unsung gem.
Now that it's over, it feels a little unsportsmanlike for us to be the only ones boasting about our achievements.
Agreed. If anything, seeing everyone having a good time feels like a victory for the whole academy.
Yep, every student should feel proud about it.
Anyway, or have you forgotten?
We have to pass here.
Oh yeah.
I totally forgot. It's a tradition to close out the festival with...
there's gonna be bonfire.
All the bonfires are set up too, so...
For traditional
Okay.
Japanese
I think we can muster up the
festival
energy
closing.
for one last... What do you say we head on over and...
Right. Woo!
Another save. But I do like making you save a game a lot better. I'll continue for now. It's gonna be a long episode, guys.
Oh.
Oh, mother and grandfather.
My dad, too.
And my brother.
Is Elise still here?
Elliot. Crow. I just wanted to thank you for everything you've done for us.
What brought that on? You got...
It's just that our performance today never would have been possible. I wanted to make sure that you...
Damn, man.
Aw, I mean, look at you. And honestly, I should be the one thanking it.
Huh?
You all helped me rediscover just how much music means to me. Because it's not just about performing by myself. It's about performing together. So I should be the one thanking you.
Elliot.
Holy hell, are you guys trying to see who can make me cringe the hardest?
Elliot, my boy! Your father's arms are ready and waiting for you to leap into them!
Oh yeah, that's Elliot's dad. And his sister, of course.
Sorry, I'll...
Yeah. This year's... Though, who knows if Class 7 is even going to exist next year? Crow?
Oh, yeah. Generally, people stay in the same class from their first day to their... Class 7's basically one giant exception.
I guess that happened. No matter what, it's not going to be the same. we won't have you.
If I manage to graduate, barring any nasty surprises, I'll be in Class 7 till the end of the month. Which means our time as classmates is almost up.
Now that you mention it, we'll have to see if we can throw you a farewell party around the end of the month.
Come on, trust me. You're still gonna see more than enough of me next year. Sure, I'll have moved out of the dorms, but I'll be sure to stop by once a week to steal some of Sharon's cooking.
You better. Oh, and by the way, I'm not going to have to call you Mr. Armbrust or anything. I mean, we've spent so much time...
Of course not. And if I ever catch you call... Oh, yeah. Guess it's...
Isn't this... I completely... You've done so much compared to all that.
The feeling's mute. Besides, I never return the mirror that I borrow. Makes that coin extra special. So go on, take it.
Oh.
Oh, by the way, you know there was interest on this, right?
Oh man, what?
Well, there's this one second year who's taught me, to be honest, it feels kind of lonely. So, what do you say?
I swear, the things I do for love. All right, you'll...
Ah, crow.
Alphen, I am drawn to the party before us like a moth to a flame, like a starving man to a banquet. What say you we grace the dancer?
It's as though you read my mind.
I'm glad Alfin and Oliver are still here.
Come now, don't waste your time watching. It's...
No need to worry about formalities tonight. Let's all relax, enjoy ourselves, and maybe let a few secrets slip.
Allow me, Madam Chairman.
Of course. Given that our former partners left the dance all too soon, we see...
Instructor, I cannot thank you enough for... I can, however, ask you...
Really? Ooh, he's just my type, too.
Oh, just talking to myself.
Well, I'll be dancing with all... But I suppose I can let you take the first dance.
Well,
George and Andy make a cute couple.
Seeing you in that dress isn't...
They waste no...
It's no surprise that my grandfather made a beeline for Sharon, but I never expected to...
In some ways, it seems as though they're younger than we are.
So I'm guessing this will be dancing between us lots. Am I going to be dancing with Elise, maybe?
Looks like everyone's having fun, though. Shall we join them?
You've given me more than enough of your time already to... Between showing me around and your And besides, I'm sure...
Someone else. Okay, so I've got a choice of Alyssa, Laura, Fee, and Milliam. Those are ones I've raised my level with, and... Let's be honest, it's Alyssa.
I knew it. So, I have a potential sister-in-law now, do I?
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Still, maybe you're right. Maybe I will go ask her. I do feel kind of bad leaving you here on your own.
I'm fine. Besides, if you spend all this time worrying about me, the music will be over by the time you ask.
Okay.
Well, okay.
He's such an idiot. Oh, Elise. Your Highness? The generally accepted strategy here would be to keep his eyes on you, not push him toward another girl's tender embrace. If you were to only gather the courage to ask him, I'm certain that he would be more than accommodating. It's fine. I'm fine, honestly.
Oh.
Elisa.
Rean, is your sister okay?
Yeah, actually, she... Would you dance with me?
What? Me?
That was the idea.
All right. Let's get a little closer to the bonfire then.
Okay.
Don't get me wrong, I think Alyssa's pretty much the canonical choice. Well, her or Toa. Laura just seems too uptight and about herself. Fee is just wrong, and Milliam is even worse. Toa has mature charm, despite being small, whereas Alyssa is a sweetheart.
Everyone's still at it.
I wish I still had that much energy left. Still, it's not like there's a lot more festival to use it on. It's strange. It feels like the whole year's been building up to this festival, but...
Yeah. It felt like it was over in the blink of an eye. Both the festival and the year as a whole.
Exactly. It won't be long until the second years graduate, and we'll be in their shoes. Time really does fly, huh?
Yeah. It's hard to believe so many months have passed since, but I do have to wonder whether any of us have gotten any closer to figuring out what we're going to do with our lives.
I wish I knew. I might have looked confident when I told Mother that I'd show her how to run the company by the time I graduated, but that was in the heat of the moment. I honestly don't know whether I'd drive Rhineford straight into the ground or not.
How could you know? Still,
there's one thing I do know. No matter how difficult the odds, our class always finds a way through. Growing up should be no different.
You stole my line.
I think you need some new material. I'm getting used to your speeches by now. Well, that, and I believe it. I think everything is going to work out as long as our class is together. As long as you and I are together.
I have a bad feeling that's going to be where they try and take next game. We're going to try and break up Class 7.
Elisa. Then let's stay together. We're still looking for our places in the world, but...
I hope so.
Me too. After that, I went back to see Elise. But by then, that memorable...
Imagine there's a trophy for everyone.
Rean? Elise?
Who's that? Ah, it's a, Claire?
Good evening, Captain.
Oh, well, it's not as though I performed on stage in front of an auditorium full of people or anything. I really enjoyed your concert, by the way. That's the kind of thing that makes me proud to be an alumnus.
Wait, what? You're a student here?
That's right. I was part of the Academy's 216th graduating class. And since you'll be part of its 221st, I suppose that makes me 5 years your senior.
I had no idea. Why didn't you mention it until just now?
Given that we only ever met while you were on your field studies, it didn't seem pertinent. Besides, once people graduate, they tend to leave their ties to their school behind, especially here at Thors.
Because it's a military academy?
Exactly. Roughly 40% of the graduates here go on to join the military, not always the same branch or even the same army. About 30% join the Imperial Army, and 10% go to students who are best friends one day might find themselves enemies the next.
Rean,
I'm sorry. But I'm sure you're well aware of that we're teetering on the brink of an era of upheaval.
I'm aware.
Does this have something to do with the issues in Crossbell I've been hearing about?
Yes, amongst other things. It seems as though everyone on the continent is ready to go to war with everyone else. But that's why it's so important that we're able to stand strong no matter what happens. Though, judging by how well Class 7 has performed on their field studies, I'm sure you'll all be fine in that regard. Here's hoping that I get the chance to help you out again sometime. Even if I'll have to be careful not to draw the ire of that instructor of yours while I'm doing so.
I'm just glad to know that you have our back.
What's going on?
Please, excuse me. Yes, Revelt speaking. Mm-hmm. What?
What's going on?
And you're certain of that? Understood. Yes. I'm afraid I have to...
What's up?
I'm really sorry. My brothers requested that, but as we're going back by car, but...
Elise, I think you should go back. I'll call you later to make sure you...
Well, all right.
Sorry to drop this on you so quickly. I'm sure someone from the Academy will
fill me in.
If you'll excuse us.
Don't worry. We'll be sure to get Elise back to the Academy safely.
Thank you. Why are we going back by car and... Why have military fights? Oh, getting...
Rean!
Does anyone have any idea?
I'm afraid not.
My mother's the same way.
Ditto my father.
One thing is certain.
My dad turned pale and was gone before I could ask what happened. It sounded like he received a report from Instructor Neidhart, though.
Hold on. Neidhart's supposed to be... He was at Gorelia Fortress with the...
Speaking of which, has anyone seen Toa or Instructor Sarah?
There's Toa and Sarah.
Students, and I cannot I hereby proclaim.
He's ending it so suddenly.
But I am afraid that this evening, Gorelia Fortress, which rests on the eastern border of the Empire, has been destroyed.
What?
No. Destruction is an inadequate word. An unknown weapon has erased the fortress in its entirety from existence.
What?
I would ask that all of our guests, from that region or otherwise...
That's horrible. The days that followed, tension gripped the nation like never before. A photo of a gaping chasm left where Gorelia Fortress once stood made me inquire Imperial Chronicles front page. Holy. Literally holy. A sight of the aftermath was enough to fill the citizens with a sense of inescapable dread. All the while, unconfirmed reports that several armoured divisions attempted to invade Crossbell began to spread. In every one of these reports, the message was the same, but being repelled almost effortlessly. Erebonian was starting to feel the effects of the IBC's asset freeze too. Things didn't look good for the economy. As things stood, it was only a matter of time before we faced a spike in corporate bankruptcies. Faced with this crisis, the Imperial government and the officials in Heimdall began working to remedy the situation. Rumours also spread that Erebonia's longtime enemy, the Calawad Republic, had thrown its weight behind Crossbell. And with the fortress that once served to safeguard the Empire gone, many speculated that an invasion was only a matter of time. Milliam's gone as well.
Ah, where is she? I'm not surprised she's late. The instructors are probably all busy trying to figure out what to do.
That seems more than likely.
It's still hard for me to believe all of this is really happening, having been there.
Not all of it, I heard. But Instructor Neidhart making it out of there alive.
Those huge railway guns were part of the section that's gone too. If I hadn't seen the pictures, it'd be kind of hard to believe.
What kind of weapon? I find myself doubtful that any human could create something so powerful.
We just don't. All we do know?
And yet here we are, with just such a weapon in the hands of what's always been seen as a mere vassal state. The Imperial Army has their work cut out for them.
I'm worried about what's going on in the capital, too. It sounds like there have been even more demonstrations going on there these past few days.
Down with Crossbell, they say. Is there even any truth to those rumors that Calvard's planning an invasion?
I'm pretty sure it's all nonsense. But considering how there have been tensions between us and them for years, rumors are just that. We need to be careful, not if possible.
Yeah, over the year, we've seen how things are across the Empire with our own eyes. Now's as good a time as any to put that knowledge to use.
We've had quite the education.
That seems to have been a running theme of most of our field studies.
Still, we seem to be missing two.
Well, there's nothing strange about Crow's Head, or did he already transfer?
No. He said he was going for Milliam, though?
You don't think it's something to do with... Well, she is, and...
It's kind of easy to forget that.
It does concern me.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Oh, instructor.
We start... Not today, I'm afraid. You can either stay here in the building and
So what...
Has something happened?
Not yet. Chancellor Osborne's going to be addressing the... It's set to be broadcast across...
A national address?
Sounds pretty and given the indeed.
Come on, guys. You're students of Thors Military Academy. Whatever careers you choose, military or... So right now, I don't want you to look away from what...
You're right.
As for Osborne's speech, apparently we'll be setting up radios in each classroom, so if you want to follow along...
I suppose I might...
Same here.
I do, but...
Well then, we can all share in the joy of hearing the melodious voice of our esteemed Chancellor.
Maybe I should haul in some beer and snacks. What should we do about Crow and Milliam? Do you know where they...
Can't say I do. Crow's practically made a career out of play.
Oh, so she's...
At least that means she wasn't...
I'd been thinking along those lines, but when I asked her, I doubt she's wandered off too.
Yes, but lest you forget...
At least it...
We'll just have to tell them we're meeting here at...
Yeah.
Okay, so we need to find Crow and Milliam, it seems.
I guess everyone's going to check in with their clubs. Looks like I have some free time. At least it sounds like... Crow, though?
Okay, quest. Main, final chapter. Oh, schoolhouse. This is a good point to end the episode, actually, thinking about it. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.